Hi everyone. I was reading a Wall Street Journal article and one sentence reminded me Jack Welch, the CEO of GE. He was the CEO of GE between 1980s to 21, so about 20 years. And yeah, I want to talk about this topic in this video. Hi, it is Necati, a computer scientist with 20 years of experience, and I share my experience and thoughts on this channel. So let's jump into the topic. So the title of the article in Wall Street Journal is "The AI Superstars Who Say a Vibe Slop Crisis is Coming." And basically in this article, they are talking about how vibe coding is generating code that is not trustable. As of now, I also agree with this opinion. You cannot just vibe code an app and push to production and assuming it will have zero bugs, it will have zero security problems, and it will obey 100% to your instructions. I think that is one of the biggest mistakes. And if you are a professional software developer, you are responsible of that code. So you have to check what is going on. I understand if you are just a pure vibe coder that has zero software development experience, you can be excited about that. And I understand that. But that is, I think, out of scope of this discussion. Right now, I am assuming you're a professional software developer and you are developing a product on behalf of a company. And I want to remind you that you are responsible of that code. You are responsible to review the output. Anyway, so in this article, a software developer says this sentence: you have infrastructure that is falling apart, and you have software that is now very, very buggy compared to before. We can play this game for a couple of more months or maybe even years, but eventually it will catch up. So that's very important because you have to know it will eventually catch up. So the technical depth you are leaving will catch up eventually. And why I mentioned Jack Welch in the beginning of this video. Here is the reason. Jack Welch made GE one of the biggest companies in the world. But he traded the future of the company. What do I mean? GE is basically a manufacturing company, was a manufacturing company, but he found an opportunity in finance. And basically he said, okay, I will hit my quarterly earnings by just playing the finance game. Just buy companies, just made some tricks in accounting, etc. And I will hit my earnings easily. And that's what he did. And he did this for 20 years. But the company lost its roots. Now the company was not a manufacturing company anymore. It was just a company that is playing with the numbers. And eventually, after 2001 crisis and 2008 crisis, when I say the 2001 crisis, I'm talking about the 9/11, and then another 2008 crisis, it became obvious that the company cannot sustain, and eventually it dissolved. So In this scenario, GE was alive hundreds of years, and under Jack Welch's management, it was alive for 2 decades, and it took 20 to 25 years for the company to go that. It may take a couple of decades. I understand that. But at least now we know it was not sustainable. And basically, GE was preparing its debt. In this case, it is the same. It will eventually catch up. It will not catch up maybe in the next month, maybe even not in the next 2 years. Maybe we will understand we are making a mistake and we are just vibe coding without checking what's going on. We will understand our mistake in the next 15 years. I don't know that. But what I know is if the current AI systems stays the same, then it will not be sustainable. Eventually, maybe we will have a era, and in this era, we will see companies being attacked by hackers easily because they just keep finding security holes easily. Look, I am not saying it will happen. That is very important. But what I am saying is, at least now, everybody knows, now we are trading the future. The only thing can make this process sustainable is the current AI tools gets very, very, very better. Right now, we are comparing AI coding agents to junior software developers. But maybe when we compare current AI agents to senior developers, to principal engineers, to staff engineers, maybe then we can talk about high quality code that we can blindly trust. As of now, we cannot blindly trust. And if you are a software developer and you are just blindly trusting the output of the AI agents, you are making a mistake. And now let's talk about CEOs, because now I see some kind of pattern that I think it's not me. Everybody sees that. There are a lot of layoffs. They are saying, okay, we have AI, so let's fire people, and just let's give 15 AI agents to a software developer so the agent can foresee it. I think it's not possible. If you want to produce high quality software, it will not be possible. The output will be huge, I know. And maybe in the short term, we will be able to harness profits. I don't know. It will happen. But in the long term, it will not be sustainable. It may take decades. It may take 20 years. It may take 25 years. I don't know really. But at least what I know is it will not be sustainable if the trend continues like that. So we will see together. I don't know. But I believe that's a fair warning. And it may not be a good idea to trade futures for the short-term profit. And again, GE failed after 20 to 25 years. Maybe it will take another 25 years for us to realize, hey, we cannot sustain this process. So I don't know. What I know is it is not sustainable. Yeah, that's it. See ya.